Hi, everyone. Welcome to the launch of Spakinect's first ever sweepstakes giveaway. I'm so thrilled to be with you all today, and I can't wait to tell you guys more about what's in store for this sweepstakes. So, I'm Paulina. I am the CEO and co-founder of Spakinect. I also have Tiffany here. She is the moderator. She'll be helping out with a couple of slides later down the road and monitoring the chat, making sure everyone's questions get answered. We have people joining us today from all over the country and through Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you name it. There's going to be a ton of people out there watching this live today and also the replay. So welcome to you all. Today is a really big chance, you guys, to win huge. We are giving away 1 year's worth of GFEs. We have never done something like this before, so I am so thrilled to kick this off for 2025. Let's get started. Today we're going to talk about who are we? Who is Spakinect? What is this contest? What is the prize? What do you have the chance of winning? How you can enter, how to increase your chances of winning, and then we'll open it up for some Q&As. So we are also going to tell you a code word that you will use in your leaderboard at the end of this video to make sure that you get points for joining this Instagram, YouTube, Facebook Live. So let's talk about these. Oopsies. Let's get started here. Excuse me. We want to hear from you. So please tell us in the chat, who are you? Where are you located? And let's get to know you a little bit. I would love to follow you on Instagram or on social. So please say hello. Let us know your name, where you're located, what the weather is like wherever you are. It's snowing over here where I am today in North Carolina. All right, let's jump right in. So Spakinect, hi. Hi, Laura from New York. Welcome. So Spakinect has been around since 2012. And in fact, we started the industry of virtual good faith exams that did not exist before Spakinect came to fruition. So I want to tell you a little bit about why. Why does it matter? Why should you care about Spakinect or good faith exams in general? A good faith exam is a requirement before a patient can get treated at any med spa. Now, as many of you know, you can be a nurse injector, an RN injector, and you can do fantastic, beautiful work and treatments on your patients, and you can be a master of your craft. But the practice of medicine says that you need to have a prescription or a treatment plan ordered for your patient before you as an RN can carry out any of those treatments. So I am actually an RN by trade, and I know that outside of my scope is prescribing. So what a lot of med spas are doing is having nurse injectors who are incredibly talented to perform all of the treatments on their patients. But what that RN can't do is actually prescribe that treatment protocol and the treatment plan for that patient because it's outside of their scope. And that's where a good faith exam comes in. It's also known as an HNP or a history and physical, which those of you who are nurses on today know what a history and physical is, right? So we want to get the information from the patient that will allow us to make the best decision possible for their care. So someone who is allowed to do that and order a prescription for a patient would be a nurse practitioner or a physician assistant or a medical doctor. And so that's where these virtual GFEs come into play, is that you have somebody you can rely on, like Spakinect, who offers you a prescriber to evaluate your patient, make sure that they're a right candidate for treatment, right? We want to make sure that there's no contraindications, that there's a lower liability for you as a provider, and making sure that the patient and the treatment is right for the patient and that they're safe, right? So that is the importance of a good faith exam. On the flip side, you have the logistics around what is required by a medical board and a nursing board, and that good faith exam is one of those things that's required. So first and foremost, patient safety is what we care about. Secondly, obviously compliance. So we want to make sure that you're getting those good faith exams done and that your patients are safe. And you as a healthcare provider are safe as well, because you worked hard for your license. You don't want to risk it over a compliance mishap, something that could have been prevented. I want to know, for those of you who have med spas, are you doing GFEs? Are you doing history and physicals? You might call them something different, but I want to know, are you doing them? Put them in the chat. Put it in the chat. If you are, I want to know if you guys are doing good faith exams. Are you doing HMPs? Are you doing pre-consults? What are you doing in your practice? I want to know. The benefit of virtual good faith exams that's different than, let's say, a good faith exam that you can do in clinic or in practice is that it actually allows you to recapture that time. So as many of you know, doing a thorough consultation with a patient can take some time, and patients love to talk, right? They want to tell you their life story a lot of times, and that's the beauty of getting to build that relationship with the patient, but that also can take a lot of your time. And if you're doing these lengthy consultations with a patient, you're not able to necessarily generate revenue from that. And if you are, you're probably charging a consultation fee somewhere between maybe $75 to $200. But if you could replace that good faith exam time with a treatment, let's say an injectable or a body contouring treatment, you could actually double or triple your revenue in that short period of time versus using it to do a good faith exam. So that's where a lot of our practices really thrive in the ability to outsource that one component of their business and then use that time in a better way, or in a way that's going to actually drive revenue for their practice versus doing an administrative task, so to speak, that is a time suck and actually doesn't generate revenue for their practice. And then on the flip side, you get to reinvest that time however you want. So maybe it is in your practice, or maybe it's just spending more time with your family, or learning a new language, or doing something for yourself that you would prefer to be doing. That's the beauty of it. You get to decide what you want to do with all that time that you recapture. So let's talk about how it works. When you become a client of Spakinect, you download the Spakinect app. Very simple. You enter in your patient's information, so their date of birth, what their name is, what they're interested in getting at your med spa, and that information gets sent directly into our system, and it'll plop that patient right into our virtual waiting room. So you'll wait on there for about 2 minutes on average, and then one of our providers will actually appear on screen and will begin that consultation with the patient. Wait times are very, very low. It's very, very fast. So as soon as you hit enter with that patient in the waiting room, you're waiting on average about 2 minutes before one of our providers comes on screen. All of our providers appear very professional. We have the same background. You have people who are wearing a lab coat, and we always establish that connection first with the patient by saying, hey, we are so-and-so nurse practitioner Paulina, although I'm not, and we work with ABC Med Spa to ensure patient safety before treatments. Patients really love that because we build that connection between Spakinect and between the client. So our provider will go through the evaluation, asking the patient questions about their health history, maybe some of their medications that they take, what surgeries have they had in the past, anything that would be directly relevant to what they're wanting to get that day, and also sometimes beyond that, because maybe your patient might come in for Botox, but potentially they're a candidate for other treatments that they might not even be thinking about right now. But we always want to put that on the radar for you and for your providers on site so that you have as much information about this patient as we can possibly give you. And that really allows you to make better, more comprehensive treatment plans for them, because oftentimes patients will tell us so much information that we love to pass that along to you guys because it's really valuable, right? things that they've, some surgeries that they've had in the past, or maybe they've struggled with weight loss in the past, even though they're not there for weight loss today. So there's so many beautiful tidbits that can come out of this evaluation process, and our providers are trained on how to elicit the right information from a patient because they do this all day, every day. After that consult takes place, we submit a document that goes directly into your client portal. That happens immediately after the visit is completed, and that is a complete visit note. So you log into your Spakinect client portal, you'll see all of your patient visits there, and you'll see everything that we discussed with the patient. You'll see their medications, their surgeries, what contraindications, if any, there are to the treatment, and what our providers' recommendations are. So maybe we are recommending that they're taking a medication that they should perhaps stop for 7 days before they have treatment. Maybe it's a recommendation that they, were just diagnosed with cancer, and so we recommend conversing with their oncologist to make sure that they're a right candidate for treatment. So all the things that come out of the visit with our provider, you get all that data, and that record belongs to you, so you can store that in your EMR. We also integrate with most of the major EMRs, so that data can get automatically pushed into your EMR in your system. So it's easy as 1, 2, 3 to get started. So let's talk about the exciting part, the reason why we're all here today. What is the grand prize for this sweepstakes? So the grand prize is 1 year's worth of good faith exams with Spakinect, which is valued at $10,000. Let's talk about what this means for your med spa. All of that time that you're dedicating to GFEs right now, you can now outsource, and you can spend that doing, like we talked about, anything, right? You can put that time and energy back into your business, or you can spend it doing something for yourself or for your family. So if you have, let's say, 2 to 4 patients, new patients per week, that's about 8 hours a month that you could be saving by outsourcing those good faith exams to Spakinect rather than doing them on site in your clinic. You can also invest that time in procedures like we talked about, where you're generating revenue. The other thing is that maybe you have somebody who's doing good faith exams for you, but they are not on site and they might be difficult to get a hold of. And this is something I hear from clients all the time, right? So we'll be talking about this topic actually in a future Instagram Live with one of our current clients who had this exact problem that we were able to solve for her. But essentially, her medical director was just not available, and the only days she was very limited. And so it forced her to limit her schedule because she couldn't see new patients more than 2 days a week. And so those are the types of things where it becomes a bottleneck in your practice. And so we love being able to support clients with not just their primary source of GFEs, but also a backup or an alternative when you need it. If you're already doing them in your practice and you are an NP or an MD or PA, and you're also an injector, you could be generating so much more money by putting that time into direct patient care. According to Maven Financial Partners, shout out to you, Kristen and Jessica, the average revenue per hour for a nurse injector is somewhere between $500 to $1,000 an hour. So let's just take that math from our earlier situation. If you have 2 to 4 new patients per week, and you're doing a good faith exam for each of them, that can add up to 8 hours per month. So you put that 8 hours back into direct patient care, and you're talking thousands of dollars of additional revenue in your practice. This is beautiful. This just makes sense, right? You'll also obviously be offering really safe and compliant, effective care for your patients, because Spakinect has proven and taken the burden of all of this compliance headache legislation in each state, and made sure that all of our SOPs and protocols are up to standards with every single state nursing board and medical board. The second prize, which I'm super excited, and I hope that Marco is here to hear this today. But Aesthetic Sales Hero. Aesthetic Sales Hero is a brand new platform that just launched in November. It is built by Marco Valle. He is very well known in the industry and one of the most renowned sales trainers in aesthetics. You guys, this prize is, I would say it's priceless, but it is valued at $6,000. It is an annual subscription to their platform for you and 4 of your colleagues or friends. That right there is a $5,000 value. Plus, you also get a $1,000 credit to Spakinect to utilize for our services. So that is a total value of $6,000. Aesthetic Sales Hero is an incredible training platform. You guys, it will help you elevate all of your training across all of the different people in your practice. So they have training specific for patient care coordinators, specific for nurse injectors, practice owners, medical directors, you name it. They have training and curriculum based upon who is the person in the practice, which is really key because each person in your practice has a different interaction with each patient. So they're really going to help you elevate it is fantastic. They are going to help you elevate your sales game. And the third prize, this is also incredibly exciting. It is a CelluPen startup package. So they have black or gold pens and a bottle of Cellulam Post Procedure Lotion. This prize is from Dr. PRP. This is a $2,500 value, you guys, just for this package alone. Plus, you get a $500 credit to utilize for Spakinect services. This is huge. Dr. PRP is one of the biggest names in the game for PRP treatments, PRP kits. They also now have the microneedling pen, which this is a fabulous, fabulous deal, you guys. So I'm so excited for you guys to have the chance to win this package. And then let's talk about how to actually enter. How do you guys win these prizes? This is what you're all here about today, right? So let's have Tiffany walk us through how to enter the contest. Tiffany?
Hi, Paulina. Thanks for inviting me to talk to everyone today.
Sure.
Okay, so let's show everyone how to enter the contest. So give me just 1 second. I'm going to share my screen with everyone. There we go. And let's make the screen just a little bit bigger. There we go. Okay, so to access the contest, to sign up and start earning points towards that grand prize, you're going to go to spakinect.com/contest. So you can actually find it here right in the nav bar of, wait, can you see my mouse? Right in the nav bar of our website, but it's spakinect.com/contest. And you're going to scroll down here. So here's a feature of our fantastic grand prizes. And down here is going to be your opt-in to sign up. So let's just sign up, because I'm brand new to this contest and I can't wait to win. Okay, I'm going to put in my email, a phone number, and Spakinect. And then the 2 check marks that I'm going to check off here are, do I own and work at a med spa? Yes, I do. And do I accept the terms and conditions? Absolutely, I do. So when I click enter to win, it's then going to send a confirmation email to your email there. And oops, it's going to look like this. I just missed my screen. Hang on 1 second. When you enter the contest, you're going to see a note being sent to you. And that just makes sure that you're able to opt in. There we go. Can you see that? There we go. So this is the email that you'll get. We do this to make sure you've fully opted in and that you want to participate in the contest, and also ensures that everyone who enters the contest has a valid email. So this is what that will look like. You're just going to go and click confirm your entry. And with that, you're in the contest. It's then going to take you to this second screen, which is your leaderboard screen. So this is spakinect.com/contest login. So I'm just going to refresh this because here we go. Going to take you to this screen. So congratulations, you're entered to win, and now you can boost your chances of winning. How you can earn points. So this is your login screen, like I said. It'll give you your current points total, and then we'll give you some different ways that you can earn points to increase your chances of winning. Each action item has points associated with it. You can see down the side here. Let me make sure my screen's still shared. Yeah, it's all good. You can see how many points down the side. So one of the first ones you can share with your med spa friends. You can follow us on socials. You can interact with our contest posts and sharing it across your socials, and then save the date for some of our lives. And lastly, download some of our great tools and resources. So here's a pro tip. The best way to earn points is to share the contest with this personal invite link of yours. So this one is trackable. Everyone that signs up to the contest using your personal link will give you an extra 200 points. So you can see how easily you would climb the leaderboard rather quickly there. This is the only action that gives you unlimited points, because all you need to do is share, and every single time someone signs up, you get more and more and more points. So think of this kind of like the 80-20 rule. 80% of people who enter will forget about the points. They'll forget about participating. But for those of you watching, you're the 20%. You're the ones who will likely be at the top of the leaderboard, the ones participating, sharing, being involved, and racking up those points. And then, by the way, here's where the leaderboard is located. So scrolling underneath our action items here is the contest leaderboard. We can see that Ariel, actually, this is highlighting who I am, but let's go to first place. We've got Samuel, April, Alexis, Taylor, Ingrid. Hello, everyone, and congratulations already. Now, what if you want to close down your tab and you want to go back to the contest leaderboard? You'll simply just go to spakinect.com/contest login here. There you go. Now, if you can't find that, or you can't remember it offhand, you can easily just go to the contest and scroll down here. Click here to go to your logged in leaderboard. It'll always show you the preview here, but it's a little bit small. It's much easier to look at this big page. If you've logged out or are using a different computer, you can sign in again using the same email or sign-in method that you used to create the account. It's important to note that if you use a different email address from the one you signed up to, you'll not be able to access your original account. We can't merge accounts or reallocate points, so just make sure to use the same email to log back in. And if you have any questions, we do have an FAQ page with a link down here. There we go, contest FAQs at the bottom of your login page, and then your terms and conditions as well. Feel free to check them out or to ask any questions on any of our lives. As I said, our lives will be posted with these bright purple links. When you click the button, you'll be able to see more contest, more details about each action, and then the link of where you'll join us. And remember, each video and many of the actions has a secret word hidden inside of it. So at the end of this video, Paulina will share it, and then you will click which one it is to gain your points. And now I'll hand it back over to Paulina.
Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you for sharing all of that. And how exciting to see all the people already in the contest. Good luck to all of you guys. Like Tiffany said, I want to reiterate again, the easiest way, and I think the most bang for your buck way to get points in this contest is to share it with other people. When you share with other people and other people sign up, every single time that happens, you're going to get points. And at some point, for those of you who are super competitive, which I'm sure there's a lot of you out there, right? You're going to knock out all of the items in that leaderboard, right? You're going to do them all in the first week, and then you're going to want to earn more points. And so this is the best way that you can earn points, by sharing it with people.
Oh my gosh, Paulina, I completely forgot to announce your very exciting idea. It slipped my mind. So everyone, Paulina had a very exciting idea at the beginning of our live, and I completely forgot to share it with you. For watching this live today, we are going to increase your referral points for the next hour. So until 2 p.m. EST, anyone who signs up using your link, instead of 200 points, you're going to get 500 points.
Wow.
Let me just bring that back here, because I want to prove to everyone and show them where it is. So you can see right up here that anyone will be getting 500 points for signing up if they sign up using your link. So if you can share it by text, you can share it by WhatsApp, you can share it by email, you can put it on your Instagram story, and anyone using that link will, to sign up to the contest, will give you 500 points until 3 p.m. today.
Amazing. That's fantastic. Thank you, Tiffany.
No problem.
So, who can enter this contest? I hope for the people who are watching here, you can enter. You must be over the age of 18. You must live in the continental US, and you must be in the med spa industry. So that means you either are employed by a med spa or you run a med spa, manage or own a med spa in the United States. And you can't be employed or contracted by or an employee of Spakinect, obviously. So in addition, I will add the caveat that you must also be in a state where we can service you, which is about 33 out of the 50 states in the US. All of those states are listed in the terms and conditions when you sign up for the contest, and they're also listed in the footer of our website. So you have a clear understanding of what those states are in which Spakinect can offer services. So those are the requirements for entry into the contest. So I want you guys to imagine for a moment that you just won. Right? Let's manifest this. You won the grand prize. You won $10,000 worth of good faith exams for your practice. What do you do? What are you going to do with all of that extra time, the energy, the resources that you just freed up? I want to know, would you focus that back into your business? Would you use that time to, like I said earlier, learn a new language? Can you tell that I'm trying to learn a new language? I got on Duolingo recently. That's probably what I would do. Or maybe you want to spend time with your family. Maybe you have kids. Maybe you're a working mom, working dad. What is it? I want you guys to dream big for this moment and just tell me. This is the part that I love to hear, because this is where the money actually translates into something much more meaningful than just money, right? So I want to know from you guys what it is that you would do with this time that you get back. Drop your idea in the chat. Let's see. I told you guys I was going to try to learn a new language. I'm trying to learn French. That is my 2025 initiative. I want to be semi-fluent in French. Work out. I love that. Injector business blueprint. Fabulous. What kind of workouts are we doing? I may have been into spin lately and strength training, but I love that. Work out. Okay. That's the first time I've heard that one. I love that. All right. So I promised I would give you guys a code word, right? And I'm sure you're all waiting around eagerly to know what that is. So today, if you have attended, I'm going to share it in a moment. If you have attended this, you want to stay tuned. I'm going to announce it in just a minute here, but you do need this code word to enter. So please don't exit this live before you get the code word, because then you won't get the points. So make sure you stick around. Before I announce that code word, I do want to open it up for a Q&A. So are there any questions? Do you have questions about Spakinect? Do you have questions about the sweepstakes? I love Pilates too. Oh, I know, but I'm trying to build those muscles too, you know? Do you have questions about Spakinect? Do you have questions about me or for me that I can answer for you guys? I'm happy to talk. I would love to know what your questions are. Like I said, yes, put it back in the business, says Lit Aesthetics RN. Fabulous. That's the beauty of it, right? I mean, time is so precious and so valuable, and we don't get it back. There's some beautiful quote about that I read recently that I can't remember right now, but basically you can only spend time, you can't save it, something along those lines. I hope maybe somebody will clear that up for me, but basically that's the truth, right? We only have the time that we have right now in front of us. And so part of our ethos here at Spakinect, and me personally as a mom, a working mom, running a business, is time, right? And so anything that I can do to outsource to someone else that gives me time back is so valuable. I used to be scared of that. I used to be scared of letting go and maybe letting go of some control, or even like spending money on something. You're like, well, maybe I could do that myself, but you will get back 3, 4, 5 times in your time savings than whatever money you're spending on outsourcing. I can guarantee you that, especially when you're outsourcing to somebody who's an expert in that thing. So for us, we love doing this for our clients. I absolutely love outsourcing part of their business that allows them to capture their time back and increase their freedom, right? Because that's a huge part of it, right? For a client we're going to talk to in a couple weeks here, I'm going to interview one of our clients who is going to tell you all about how she gained her freedom back in her business after utilizing our services. So I love hearing that. We have a question from someone. Is it necessary for a medical director to sign off in EMR and in the Spakinect portal, or dependent on state? So it may be dependent slightly on state, but I will say that in all 50 states, the order does need to be signed by the medical director, or I should say it should be signed, right? There are some gray areas, and I don't want to get too much into detail there, but as long as that order is signed, it doesn't have to be in our portal and in your EMR. If that's what you're asking, I think it is. As long as it is signed, it doesn't have to be signed in both places. And if you use an electronic medical record that already integrates with our portal, that's really easy. You don't have to do anything in 2 different places, because that document's already going to go into your EMR, and your medical director can just work right out of there instead of having to work out of 2 systems. That's a really, really good question. And yes, I could talk all about state legislations for many more hours that probably people don't want to listen to today. But I love talking about that because we're in 33 states now. And as we grow, we started in just 1 state in California. And so now I have become, I joke with my lawyer, I'm like, I'm basically a lawyer now because I know so much that I didn't know before. So what happens, let's see, what happens if you win and you're not in one of the listed states? So if you win, if you enter the contest and you're not in a state that we service and you win the grand prize, you can gift that prize to somebody else in another state. So that is a possibility. And then I think there is another question about, can you enter if you're already a current client? And the answer is yes, absolutely. If you are a current client of Spakinect, you still can enter the contest and you still have the chance to win just like everybody else. If you are a current client and you do win the grand prize, which how amazing is that? Then we would just credit your account with that amount and that you can continue using our services for free. All right. So thank you guys for the Q&A. That was awesome. Let's close it down. Let me give you guys what you're waiting for, which is the code word. So today's code word is thrive. When you go back to the leaderboard, make sure you click on today's Instagram Live and it will prompt you to enter this code word. Enter the code word thrive. That will get you your 500 points. If you're attending live, don't forget, you get 500 points today instead of the 200 that you would if you're watching it on replay. So don't forget to register, start earning points by following us on social media, and don't forget to invite your friends to join as well. All right. I cannot wait to help you guys grow your businesses into 2025. We have our next Instagram Live on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, the 8th at 1 p.m. Eastern time, where I will be talking with my husband about why we started Spakinect, the story behind Spakinect, and give you guys a little bit more detail into why it is that I'm so passionate about what we do. Thank you guys so much. You will have another chance to earn points on Wednesday, and I look forward to seeing you all then.